do we even begin?
Down go the Sooners.
And down go the goalposts. A second straight week of pure and utter domination.
A quarterback with his swagger back.
A volleyball team with 2 top 10 wins.
A volleyball team nearly unstoppable at home.
A sunflower showdown on the pitch.
Oh, and basketball season's here.
This team is going to be something special just based off our chemistry and how we all just click together.
We're keeping track of it all. Or at least we're trying to.
K-Nation starts now.
K-Nation, sponsored by 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Well, you know we have football to break down, but there's one more Wildcat who isn't at Bill Snyder Family Stadium anymore, but we want to talk about him. Dalton Reisner updates us on his time with a new NFL team.
Plus, basketball season, it's time, and there are games being played. Also, some of the new KU men's basketball players tell us what it's like to play for Bill Self.
Plus, top 10 wins on the field and the court this weekend, how K-State volleyball is celebrating a huge sweep, and how KU continues to climb in the rankings. Welcome to K-Nation. I'm Lainey Gerber.
And I'm Glenn Kinley. It was cold outside. The Jayhawks and Wildcats, though, red hot, Lainey. We've been doing this show a little over a year. Yesterday might have been one of the more exciting days that we have. And I don't mean to be hyperbole or exaggerate. It was awesome.
No, sure. No matter where you were, you saw a good game.
Exactly. The weather wasn't great for you, but hopefully after seeing your team dominate or get a big win,
it was a little worth it.
There you go.
Well, the doom and gloom of playing Oklahoma State is over, and we have 2 top 25 football teams in Kansas, and the Jayhawks get probably one of the best wins in program history.
Yeah.
So let's rewind to it. Fox's big noon kickoff is in town, and then, of course, lightning delays the game just a little bit. It wasn't just a good game because of the outcome. It was an instant classic.
It really was.
Dylan Gabriel's leading the undefeated OU offense with the pass straight to Romello Dotson for a pick 6. Then Daniel Highshaw gives KU a 14-0 lead early, and that Oklahoma offense storms back to take a 21-17 halftime lead. You see how this game's going to go. Second half, more defense. Craig Young falls on a Sooner fumble, and that gives the ball back to the good guys. Highshaw ends up in the end zone again to take a 32-27 lead. Fourth quarter interceptions from Jason Bean kind of made this game feel like it was over after Oklahoma took the lead, but Devin Neal punches in the go-ahead touchdown with a minute left. It's a big moment for him. And as time expires, Gabriel just cannot connect on the throw in the end zone. Quinton Lassiter tips it out, and it's a party on the field and at Potter Lake and just all over Mass Street. Lance Leipold, how's this one feel?
So proud of them and happy for them. As I say, we ask a lot. Okay, and it's not easy under the stage and everything today, and weather included. It's a big win. There's times through the ups and downs, I go back to our first year, when things aren't going well, the look and things like that, you kind of get discouraged. Even through some down moments, found a way to keep battling.
Well, it was a bad day to be a goalpost if you were a goalpost in Lawrence, Kansas. Sometimes we want to break down the win and get analysis and stats and all that good stuff. Sometimes you just want to hear from the guys who are fired up. There's one of them right there. This one clearly means a lot.
Bowl eligible, not beating this team in a long time, and having big noons, sellout crowd. So we just had a lot to live up to today, and it all paid off. It was one of the best feelings, man. It was kind of emotional for me too at the same time.
2 short years ago, we were in here in an empty stadium, and we were begging people to come to our games, and now we're selling out multiple times in the season. It just shows how far this program has come and how much the fans believe in us. We've came from literally the bottom. We're still fighting our way to the top.
I don't think it's really hit me yet. Just being able to come to this university and really do what I set out to do. I mean, a lot of people get to do that, so I think it's a really surreal feeling for me.
KU visits Iowa State next for a big one. It's a night game in Ames, and both teams have just one conference loss.
I'll tell you what, how can you not be happy for a guy like Devin Neal? Grows up in Lawrence, decides to stay there, go to KU, says, I'm going to help turn this thing around, and we're seeing it before our eyes.
And he's such a nice guy, so
He's a
one of
good
the best
dude.
people who could definitely
Pretty
help
good running
turn a
back,
program
too.
around. Yeah, and he's kind of good at football, so
Yeah,
that helps.
yeah.
Well, most weeks we start with the team that has a better performance, but most weeks we would have started this with a K-State game if it was just a couple years ago.
The Cats didn't look too shabby, I guess. They won by 41. I thought maybe it'd be more, but hey, nothing to complain about over in Manhappiness. They clobbered TCU last week. I don't know what the adjective is, but
More clobbering.
They clobbered them even worse against Houston, and they hosted the 5-star men's basketball recruit, Patrick Ngongba. The Cat student section loves him. They love Cooper Beebe, too. This one, though, a lot about the beef. Offense humming on all cylinders, and that starts with the guys in the offensive line. Wow, they're good. That's Garrett Oakley with his first touchdown. Also 215 yards passing, 179 yards rushing for the Cats. Pretty good day of offense, Laney. And Coach Kleinman said after the game, well, these players, they heard some negative things said after the Oklahoma State loss. The leaders of this group, they had to string together 2 straight dominant wins. They did just that.
Be able to put back-to-back weeks like that of a dominant performance was very fulfilling. I got to see a couple guys get in there that have been working really hard. It was a great win for me.
Our confidence level is really high right now, and it's coming at a good time. The last 2 weeks we've proven to be very, very tough mentally and emotionally and physically too, and we kind of took it to those guys today, which was huge. It was the best job I've done of just kind of taking what the defense gave me and not forcing things down the field, but also, taking those opportunities when I had them.
Howard also said after, all we had to do was score 1 point today. A heck of a way to introduce this defensive performance. In the last 9 quarters of football, K-State has given up just 3 points.
Been really good.
Yeah, after a shaky start to the season for the secondary, Chris Kleinman said the trust the process and that process are paying off.
Echoes with the Chiefs. Julius is with the Colts. Josh Hayes is with the Bucks. We lost some pretty good players back there that we were going to be a work in progress in the secondary. We've continued to attack each day and each week to try to get better. Now they've settled in for a few games.
I feel like we got a lot of confidence. Our attitude, just the mind on ball mentality. Like, we don't want to play just a perfect game, but we just want to dominate each play and each rep. And if that leads up to that, then so be it. But if not, then we just want to know that we left everything out there for each other.
And here's maybe the best moment of the game. 6th-year senior Seth Porter, his first career touchdown. A long time in the making. He went from walk-on to team captain. Phillip Brooks calls him the definition of a Wildcat. Just few better stories than Seth Porter and his commitment to Kansas State football. You got to be happy for that one. And Laney, a big one on deck. The Wildcats go to Austin this weekend.
Whew, this is going to be fun.
It could be a
We
fun
just had a
one.
fun weekend of football. Next weekend might be cooler.
Speaking of fun, well, let's talk about KU basketball today. They had media day earlier in the week. They had a scrimmage against Illinois earlier today. It's Bill Self's return to Champaign, Illinois.
Ooh, we don't know how that's going to go. We didn't know before. He was pretty sure they were going to be booing him. But win or loss doesn't really matter, given it is just a scrimmage. And we're all winners because the Hawks busted out sick new threads. And there are flowers on them, a little Hawaiian theme there.
Looking good.
I hope fans can get those soon. They look nice. Kevin McCullough looked great early. Hunter Dickinson was knocking down threes. Basketball is in the air. But it was media day where we got to talk to the players earlier. And our question for the new guys was, what is it like playing for Coach Self?
After the recruiting process, when he stops telling you all the nice stuff and he gets on you a couple of times, it's like, oh wow, he's coaching me, and then it's like, well, this is what I came for. Like, I came to be coached by him, this Hall of Famer coach. So whatever he says is just like, yes sir. What am I supposed to say? No. We built a dynasty here.
For me to be able to play for a Hall of Fame coach that is a little bit unique in a way, the way he pushes his players and stuff like that. It's been great for me and great for my career, and I think will really benefit me, either in my basketball career or down in life.
And my dad calls me every day just asking, what do you say to you today? How many times you get yelled at? So, when I get ripped in practice, I'm loving it. There's a reason that he's ripping me, greatest coach in America.
And I do want to add this scrimmage, not just a chance for the people in Champaign to boo Bill Self, but also it's for a really good cause, benefiting those struggling from the Maui wildfires. The Hawks have another exhibition against Fort Hays State. That's this Wednesday, the regular season opener against North Carolina Central next Monday, November 6th. Also new today, K-State men's basketball senior Naquan Tomlin arrested around 2 a.m. Sunday morning for disorderly conduct, brawling, or fighting, and he was released on a $750 bond. We've got more information on that on our website. That's KSNT.com. Coming up on K-Nation, Arthur Kaluma joins the show for a one-on-one breakdown of why he decided to join the Wildcats and what his role might look like. And
an old Cat is back on our screens. Dalton Reisner is a Minnesota Viking, and his presence is really helping this team. We'll tell you how.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
Your independence is important to you, and it's important to our team. You've been training for this moment all year. It's time to get off the bench.
Come join the McCrite team, for it's your time to shine.
Living in the Midwest can be rewarding on so many different levels. Here at Lewis Toyota, we know how special this area really is. The hardworking people in this community enjoy the freedoms we hold so dear. We stand with all of you, determined to preserve the Midwest way of life.
Hi, this is Voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you will be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. For 24/7 non-judgmental support, just call, text, or chat 988.
We could tell you all about what makes Ford F-Series the #1 trucks in America for 46 straight years. But why tell you when we could show you instead? Because in the Midwest, talk is cheap and actions speak. On the lake, on the job, or on the town, choose the trucks that deliver on the claims. Ford F-Series is made for the real world. This is Chiefs Kingdom. Get 3.9% financing for 66 months, plus up to $3,250 bonus cash on F-150 XLT, official truck of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Jefferson's is the perfect spot to watch the game. Come try our new Loaded Macs, or pull up a seat at the bar and match our cold draft beer with our new Mac Burger. Find us at 29th and Wanamaker in Topeka or online at jeffersons.com.
all right, volleyball season always exciting around here, but this weekend was pure madness.
Definitely. K-State volleyball has been on a mission to take down ranked teams this year, and this time they are tearing down BYU.
Yeah, how about back-to-back?
Yeah, the Wildcats swept BYU Thursday and Friday. The #8 team in the country could not win a single set in Manhattan. Aaliyah Carter had 17 kills Friday and 18 the day before. Here's the scene from the locker room after a huge win in Coach Mansfield's first year.
I think they're a little excited, Lainey.
Yeah, that's a baseball World Series type celebration there. Congrats to the Cats. They're 13-8 this season.
All right, big things happening in just year one under Jason Mansfield. KU volleyball, they just keep climbing. The Jayhawks started the season unranked, broke into the top 25 after week 1, and they go up and up and up the rankings since then. Number 14 now, and they just swept West Virginia again. The team, we talked to them earlier in the week, they say the chemistry has gotten stronger throughout the season, and that leads to better volleyball.
I think a lot of us click together, on and off the court, we know how to communicate with each other. And I think just owning it as a team, and everyone has their role, and just owning it has been really good for this team.
October's an interesting month in that the season doesn't feel new anymore, and you don't quite see the finish line. So just coming to work every day and working on the little things that'll allow us to be the team we need to be, and that always starts with our pass and serve.
All right, only 8 games left in their regular season. The Sunflower Showdown coming up. That's this Friday and Saturday in Lawrence. Could be fun. Both teams playing well.
I think it's going to be a pretty hostile environment.
All right, speaking of Sunflower Showdown, well, we just had it this week in soccer, but just like that, soccer season comes to an end right before our eyes. KU ends it with the 2-1 win against the Cats. Jocelyn Harema with the game-winning goal, and it's her first collegiate goal. It comes at a big time.
Yeah.
K-State's Kaliana Garrett ended the shutout with a goal in the final 10 seconds, so they don't get a goose egg on the board for the Cats. K-State finishes the year 3-12-3. The Jayhawks finish the year 4-8-6, and now we got the worst news of the day, Lane.
Worst news ever, maybe. Shortly after those games, KU head coach Mark Francis announced he is retiring.
Come on.
Francis spent 25 years with the Jayhawks. He is the winningest and longest tenured coach in the program's history. Coach Francis led KU to 262 wins, 9 NCAA tournaments, 2 Sweet 16s, and plenty of K-Nation appearances, of course. We're going to miss him, but he'll have so much fun in retirement.
Yeah, I say it's bad news, but we're happy for him. We'll just miss interviewing him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, after the start of the NFL season, former K-State offensive lineman Dalton Reisner quickly became one of the hottest free agents on the market.
That's right. Find a team with a struggling offensive line. Their fans were saying, sign this guy. The Vikings finally did just that. They pick him up, and they beat the Packers earlier today. Earlier in the week, they had the Monday Night Football win against the 49ers on the national stage after lots of uncertainty in that offseason. A special moment for the K-State product.
Just feels really good. So I have a lot of emotions. I'm just thankful for God opening this door to Minnesota. Hardest year of my life. I've had to grow a ton. You come off starting 62 games in 4 years and you don't play football for 7 months. There were times where I wasn't so sure if I was going to play ball again.
Here you go. The Vikings 3-0 when Reisner plays offensive snaps. 1-4 without him. That's not a coincidence, Laney.
Nope, it's a metric. We said it. We'll stick around. We've got a lot of ball to preview. KU's leading scorer is back. Zakiya Franklin tells us why she came back and what fans should look forward to about this year's team.
Honey, what are you doing?
What? I just fixed the leaky chimney.
Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney. We fix leaky chimneys properly.
Hi, Clay Sherwood, Swims and Sweeps. I'm here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Cute. We have Hearthstone wood-burning stoves and fireplaces. We have electric fireplaces. So let Swims and Sweeps keep you warm this winter.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on 5 of our favorite Toyotas. Learn more at your Toyota dealer or get your trade-in value today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Fidelity State Bank and Trust, Topeka, empowering customers since 1922.
Many of our small business customers are experts at what they do, but there's simply not enough hours in the day for them to be experts in all the financial services that are available to them. We can be that for them, and that's how we do business right here at home.
Fidelity Bank, we do business right here at home.
Do you have water damage from storms? Give Certified Fireplace and Chimney a call before the damage gets worse. We'll inspect your chimney inside and out. Then we'll make any necessary repairs. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Certified Fireplace and Chimney today.
Well, we got some basketball games this week. We talked about KU's exhibition against Illinois, but also KU women's basketball next week is their first game, and anticipation, Laney, really high coming off that WNIT championship.
Yeah, as if there wasn't already enough. Zakiya Franklin is one of the players back. They call her KB for a reason. It's short for Kaya Buckets because she loves to score buckets. I caught up with her one-on-one at Big 12 Media Day to see how she plans to get even more buckets this season. All right, KB, so almost the entire WNIT team is returning for you guys. How is it having a solid core back this year?
So it feels great to have that solid core back, and it's also vital just simply because we can kind of build off that momentum from last season and just kind of put the newcomers under our wings and just let them know, like, you know, where we're headed, because I'm pretty sure they already know anyways because they joined the team, but it just feels really great just to have that momentum already in place.
And you say the core is vital, but you are a vital part of that core. You led the team in scoring. How have you just been working this offseason and this preseason to try to, you know, average more points than you did last year?
Just pretty much just working on my game and kind of sitting down with Coach Brennan and just getting his feedback and just trying to see what more can I add to my game, or where does he see something that I can add, and just working on everything because there's always room for improvement.
And you are one of just 20 players on the Point Guard of the Year watch list. Does that mean anything to you that you have national attention on your game?
It means a lot. It's a blessing just to have that national attention, but also just lets you know that, you know, the work is paying off, and just that, you know, I'm kind of on the right track and just honestly need to keep going.
And you guys did lose a little bit of that production in Chandler Prater, but you have Samaya Nichols coming in, who Coach Brandon says he expects her to be in that starting 5. What have you seen from her, and how do you like playing with her?
Oh man, she's great. Just to have her on this team, and just she's a quick learner. Honestly, a very talented player. So I just can't wait for everyone to see what we've been seeing all off season and just the preseason. Like, it's going to be great.
And you guys had the extra trip to Europe to kind of get practice started earlier than you normally would. How has that helped so far this preseason?
It's definitely helped a lot, just with our team chemistry and just camaraderie, just coming in together and just enjoying ourselves, letting our hair down. Like you said, the trip to Europe, it was just great just to spend time with our teammates. Yeah.
And what kind of did you learn about this year's team through that trip and through those 10 practices that you got before it?
I learned very quickly that this team is going to be something special just based off our chemistry and how we all just click together. I think that it just makes on-court stuff easier because off-court it's just natural. So I would say that.
And it is kind of the same team, but it's also new year, new team. Yeah. Everyone's kind of expecting to see the same Jayhawks, so what's going to be new and different about you guys this season?
I would say just honestly our chemistry. You will be able to tell that on court because off court is just so natural. I think that we kind of just gel easily on the court, and just we're a very talented team with a lot of different pieces. So I think everyone plays their role pretty well already. So.
And Coach Brandon mentioned a newer part of this team as well is you and Holly being pretty vocal leaders in practice now. You guys are both naturally kind of quiet. How is it just coming out of that shell in practice, and was it easy for you?
No, it wasn't easy at all. Because I feel like I lead by example. I'd rather do that all day than just to have to talk to somebody. But honestly, it's just us getting out of our comfort zone. We're in our 5th season, so it's not like we're just, scrolling through it. But no, we're having to work on something, and that's been the biggest thing this far. So yeah.
All right, KB, thank you so much. Good luck on this season.
Thank you.
We love KB. We got another one-on-one interview from Media Day coming up. Arthur Kaluma helping us get to know this year's Cats squad. Tells us why he came to K-State and what his role might look like. That's when we come back.
2023 Country Stampede was a blast, and now is the time to renew tickets and camping for Country Stampede 2024. Call 785-539-2222. That's 785-539-2222. More Country Stampede announcements coming soon.
Come on home to West Loop and Manhattan's West Side.
Adabus, providing and promoting the highest quality public transit services to our communities.
Manhattan's source for premium, high-quality legal hemp-derived CBD products. Top shelf CBD.
Visit some old friends, discover some new. Come home to West Loop and Manhattan's West Side.
Furnish is a boutique furniture and lifestyle store in the heart of downtown Manhattan. We are your local destination for all of those big city brands. Whether you need furniture, home decor, or a unique gift, we have what you're looking for.
No one does Halloween like today. Join us for the ultimate 2-day event with special guest Kelly Clarkson.
Happy Halloween!
It's Halloween, Monday and Tuesday, only on Today.
Come be a part of a Topeka holiday tradition. Create your own graham cracker house. View and bid on elaborate gingerbread homes. Meet with Santa and more. Join us for Gingerbread Homes for the Holidays at the Topeka Performing Arts Center.
What happened? Why are we so small?
Next live, Giselle Bryant from The Real Housewives. And Tuesday, it's Live's Halloween show.
Monday at 11 on 27 KSNT.
2023 Country Stampede was a blast, and now is the time to renew tickets and camping for Country Stampede 2024. Call 785-539-2222. That's 785-539-2222. More Country Stampede announcements coming soon.
Welcome back to K-Nation. One of the biggest, or just a really big offseason addition landed in Manhattan, Kansas, and it's not just Tyler Perry.
Yeah, Tyler Perry's going to be good, but Arthur Kaluma, boy, he's a high-flying forward, comes from Creighton. Yeah. I talked to him at Big 12 Media Days to find out about his short journey south to Manhattan, Kansas. All right, Arthur, year one in Manhattan, Kansas for you. What are you learning about Kansas State, whether that's your teammates, the coaches, or even the fan base?
Yeah, we got the best culture in college basketball by far.
Yeah, and as you get acquainted, is there a change? I know when you play for different coaches and you play for with different teammates, you gotta get used to different styles. What's different about K-State, maybe?
Well, I mean, when you switch programs, there's always going to be some growing pains. K-State just always has it's a real close team, like it's a real family environment. That's one thing that I really realized is different.
I'm assuming that played a kind of a part in your decision to come to K-State?
100%.
Yeah, you talked about, what was that visit like? You mentioned it out there, but you got on campus, you said you were with your family, and you knew that this was the place for you. What was it that made you were like, okay, I gotta come play here?
Well, first I had my hotel room decked out. I mean, but honestly, just the conversations that we had with coach and his staff, and like we see how they treated the players, and I was like, man, like this is the place to be.
What players, whether that's like guys from last year or guys that are coming back this year, were there players that you talked to in the process of picking a school? Was there guys on the team that you were like, okay, what do you like about this place?
Yeah, no, I was talking to Naquan. Me and Naquan had a workout with the Celtics, and he was just talking about, the team and everything like that. And I know they had just made it to the Elite Eight that year. So, I mean, what is there not to like?
What do Wildcat fans need to know about you, whether that's on the court or off the court or both?
I'm a winner, and I'm going to do anything to help us win.
Where do you feel like you've grown your game? Would you say a 4, or is that or 3, or where do you play?
3-4 position, but no, you can plug me in anywhere, and I feel like I can be successful.
This offseason, is there an area of your game? We saw you throw on the alley oops quite a bit last year.
Yeah.
Is there an area of your game that you feel like you're growing or expanding your game?
Oh yeah, I feel like my shot has come a very long way. But everybody says that at the beginning of the year. I'm just letting y'all know. Just watch and see.
Okay, everyone's talking about the new offense that you guys are kind of working through, which is going to be different than I understand how K-State played last year. What does that look like? Are you handling the ball more? Are you taking to the basket more? Are you playing under the hoop more? What changes?
Yeah, it honestly just depends on the positioning of where you're at on the court. But no, I'm able to do anything. Anybody on our court is able to come off ball screens or facilitate for other people. I mean, it's very free-flowing.
What's impressed you the most about Tyler Perry? I think he's going to be throwing you up a lot of lobs this year.
Oh, yeah. He's one of the best shooters in the country. I mean, whenever he gets open, look, you could just get back on defense.
I love it. Sweet. Anything I missed? Anything else we should know about Arthur Kaluma?
Emo.
All right, sweet. Thanks, man. Appreciate your time.
Well, don't go anywhere. There's still more K-Nation after the break.
Searching for a career in advanced manufacturing or industrial automation? Manhattan Area Technical College's new Industrial Engineering Technology applies science and engineering through theory and hands-on application of skills. Learn more at manhattantech.edu.
Jungle House has moved, and we would love to show you around our new digs. Bring a new friend to school with you that will add life to your dorm room or apartment. We have plans for all. Find us at our new location, 6 East 7th Street, Lawrence, Kansas.
Living in the Midwest can be rewarding on so many different levels. Here at Lewis Toyota, we know how special this area really is. The hardworking people in this community enjoy the freedoms we hold so dear. We stand with all of you, determined to preserve the Midwest way of life.
Batter up at Play It Again Sports. We offer an extensive selection of new and used baseball and softball equipment from Wilson, Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, String King, Dudley, Mizuno, Marucci, and Nakona. We have custom uniforms. Try before you buy with our indoor batting cage. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
In America, adventures can be both big and small. That's why we created the Ford Explorer, available with an intelligent four-wheel drive terrain management system and 7-passenger seating. Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV in America, and ready for life's everyday adventures. Now, get a 2023 Explorer with FlexBuy for 2.9% for 66 months, plus $1,000 cash for select aged vehicles, only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Manhattan Area Technical College will help you build a foundation for your college career, like transferable credits offered in your high school, earning your high school diploma through GED completion on our campus. Break through to a new career. Manhattan Tech, providing higher education.
All right, big wins last weekend, or just yesterday, I should say, and now big, really big games this week. KU had big noon kickoff. K-State gets big noon kickoff in Austin with number 7 Texas.
Ooh, it's a big date. K-State historically hasn't played great against the Longhorns. Texas is a 5.5-point favorite for now. And the Jayhawks might be getting a little disrespected, according to some. Iowa State is a 1-point favorite over the Jayhawks, but that's a tough place to play with a 6 p.m. kickoff. Iowa State has a good record at home.
6 p.m. kickoff in Ames, 11 a.m. in Austin, and we'll be back here next Sunday to break it all down.
Absolutely. We'll see you then. Have a good night.
Sometimes I'll be on the phone with my boy back home, and I'll be like, damn, like I play basketball for KU.
You know, all we had to do was score 1 point today, and we would have won. So it makes it really easy.
You know, beat a team like that in this season, and you know, in my last season is just everything.